Hello, my friends. It's Nick, the ASMR nerd. And today I'm going to be playing some more Manor Lords. This is a relaxing and beautiful medieval village building and simulation game. And I first played it last weekend, and I enjoyed it so very much that I figure we'll do it again here. It's very uncommon that I put out 2 videos in a row with the same game, but here we are. I really enjoyed it when I played it last time, and I think many of you did as well, judging by the comments you left. You were really appreciating the atmosphere, the calming scenery and sounds of this game. It really is an exceptional ASMR game and just a very fun game in general. So, since I last played this, the game has released officially in early access. It came out 2 days ago. And with it, there was a patch that I think fixed some bugs and balanced some things. I don't know if it added any new features, I'm not sure, but so hopefully it's a little bit more stable than last time. We didn't run into too many bugs last time, but there was one showstopper. But just be aware, this is still an early access release, and it is being developed primarily by one guy, so it's entirely possible that we will run into more bugs in today's session. And by the way, if you would like to get this game in early access, I'll put a link down below to the Steam page. I think it's $35 or so, and then it's 25% off for the first couple of weeks. So you can check it out there. I do believe it's also coming to Game Pass, so just bear that in mind. But once again, a big thank you to the publisher, Hooded Horse, for providing the game for us to enjoy here now. So let's dive into it. I'll be picking up where I left off last time with our little medieval village of Nusslohe. So here we are back in Nusslohe. Nusslohe. I don't know how to pronounce it really. But yeah, this is our charming little medieval village. And we got it started when I played last weekend, and we'll be continuing to develop this village here today. This is still very early in the game. As you can see, we just have a small collection of houses, what the game calls burgage plots, and we're building a few more over here. We can see our villagers working away dutifully to construct these houses. And we're doing that in hopes of attracting some more families to our village. Because right now we've kind of assigned all of our families to one building or another. We have here our storehouse, which helps preserve our lumber and hides and things like that so they don't spoil. Over here, our granary, which is primarily stocked with meat from our hunting camp over here. We, of course, have our logging camp over here. And we have this woodcutter's lodge right here. And we have a family assigned to each of those places to keep them running smoothly. If we mouse over right here, we can see our total population is 18 people, comprising 6 level 1 families, 12 adults, 6 children. 5 of them are assigned to various tasks around the village. 1 of them is unassigned, and that family is in charge of constructing all our buildings. So they're very busy as well. At the end of our last session, we built this farmhouse, and I think we now have to build a farm plot. I think we'll plant some wheat here, and then we'll have to assign a family to farm it, although we're going to be running out of families to do the work, but maybe we can take the family off the woodcutter's lodge or something for now. We'll see. But let's see about building some farmland. So we're going to go to farming. And here we can make a field, space to grow crops including wheat, flax, and barley. So this is the first time I've done this, so we'll see how it goes. It says here, fields in Manor Lords need to be very large to be effective. Wonder how large very large is. But also take long to plow by hand. For a starting village, try a field size of about 1 morgen. Not sure how we know what a morgen is, but maybe it'll tell us. Later, if you want the region to focus on farming, you can consider spending a development point to unlock the heavy plow upgrade, which allows plowing much bigger fields far more efficiently, utilizing oxen. We only have 1 ox, so for now I don't think we will be using oxen in our farm fields. We need that ox for transporting logs and things for construction. Also remember to check the ground fertility. Some crop types are more picky about the soil they grow on. Got it. So as you can see here, we are actually currently looking at emmer, wheat, fertility, and this area here is actually pretty good. So that's probably where we'll aim to build our field. These areas are less good. Why don't we start it from the corner of our farmhouse here and try and incorporate as much of the good land as we can. So maybe like right to there or so. Or even there. Yeah, it's probably fine. Just a little bit of the field will be in the less productive area there. And then we want to run our field right along the road here. I see it is counting up and telling us. Okay, so this field is about 1.1 morgen. And if we bring it to here, 1.2 morgen. Perfect. And that pretty much perfectly encompasses our productive emmer land here. So let's build it. Ooh, a tree just suddenly disappeared. Now, it is already May of our first year. Technically, still spring, but I do not know if we're actually going to have time to actually plant this field up this year. But let's assign a family. In fact, let's take our woodcutter's lodge. Oh, but you know what? I don't know, we don't want to unassign them. They have a market stall selling firewood, and that seems like a pretty important thing. We do need firewood for the winter. Well, we need it, I think, right now as well, just to keep our families happy and functional, but We will especially need it come the winter. But maybe once we've built this last burgage plot, we can then assign the last family to the farm here. And then we'll just have to take a family off of one of their assignments here if we are to build anything after that. But the hope is that by building these extra burgage plots, we might attract some more families. If they sit empty, families might come. So we have 9, now we have 10 accommodations for families, yet we only have 6 families. So these 4 houses are sitting empty and will, I think, just automatically attract some settlers. So let's assign our last family to the farm. Oh, what does it say here? Farming cycles. If the field is not set to fallow, workers will plow it and sow the crop as soon as possible. Yield will increase as it grows and is harvested in September during the harvest season. Okay. So how do we assign a crop? Here we go. It's currently set to fallow. Let's set it to both wheat and flax. Look like they'll do well here. But I think we need wheat because we want food to support our families to start with. Now what we can do here is set crop rotation. It says here crop rotation triggers after the harvest season ends. Keeping the field fallow regenerates the most fertility. Now we've only got the one field here to start with, so I see. If we enable crop rotation, we can set different crops in subsequent years. I see. What if we were to... Oh, it says no unassigned families to guide the ox. Whoops. Okay, you know what? I think we'll unassign this family for now here. Let them guide the ox, because I think we might need the ox. Thought maybe we would need it for plowing the fields, but we know we don't have the ability to do that until we unlock heavy plow. So maybe we don't need the ox right now. We'll wait and see what happens. But anyway, let's rotate our crops to flax in year 2, and then let it lie fallow in year 3. I doubt we're going to get that far anytime soon, but that's okay. So, gosh, it would be nice to get some more families here. I think we have to increase our approval rating. Controls overall population growth, as well as morale of militia. So we're sitting at a very stable 50%. We got 7 months of supplies here. Food for 10 months, fuel for 7. You know, that does suggest that we really probably ought to be prioritizing fuel over food. Because we've got quite a bit of food available to us. Oh. Okay, so this ox does need a family to guide it, even if it's not building stuff, I guess. Not quite sure what it's doing over here, honestly. It's transporting timber to our lumber camp, but I don't know why. Oh well. I guess it's just moving it to our lumber stockpile. Isn't that a beautiful scene? Look at that. There's some birds up in the sky there. Warm firelight flickering against our logs and structures. Very cozy. So, how might we improve our... What's this lady even doing? She's a woodcutter. She's just waiting. Granary worker waiting. Does that mean that there's nothing to be done? With our granary. Well, the pantry's still filling with meat and bread. Well, meat now because I don't think we have the ability to make bread. I think that's just from our initial stockpile that we started the game with. Here in our storehouse, firewood, stone, tools, and hides. Slowly filling up. Evening is approaching. The sun is setting. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that. This is such a great vibes game. It can be really atmospheric. So pretty. And the sun goes down. I believe the game is using Unreal Engine. Pretty sure that's what I read. Alright, this Earhart is really trying here, plowing the whole field by hand. Thanks for your work here, Earhart. This is the wheat field. I'm not sure if we will be able to get a good harvest out of it in the time we have left this year. We'll just have to find out. Oh, we do have another one here, Herman. Earhart and Herman. Well, what else can we do here? How might we improve our approval rating to attract more settlers? It says low population growth due to neutral approval. I think we can increase our approval by satisfying the needs of our existing citizens. So if we look at our burgage plots, we can see what amenities are being supplied and what we have yet to satisfy. So here it tells us that we need a church, at least a wooden church, it says, and a clothing supply stall, which I guess will happen naturally if we have enough supply of any of the following materials on the marketplace: linen, leather, or yarn. So linen will require us to grow flax, which we are not doing yet. Yarn, I presume we need sheep, which we don't have. But leather we can probably do. We have our storehouse here, which is filling up with hides. Those hides, of course, are coming from our rich population of wild animals over here. It says 18 out of 40. I'm concerned that when it hits 0, we'll be all out of wild animals. But I think what we can do here... Oh yeah, right, a hunting limit. When a population of a herd drops to this number, workers will stop hunting. So hopefully that will allow our deer populations here to recover, and we can manage them at a sustainable level. So that we'll always have some meat and hides coming from those animals. But to take those hides and turn them into leather, well, I reckon we'll need some kind of other building. So let's see what we can do. Not gathering, not logistics. Could be trade. Livestock trading post. No. Maybe residential. Cause food cart, firewood cart, marketplace. Well, the church, we should probably build a church. Corpse pit. I don't think we have to worry about one of those just yet. Hitching post. Provides one stable space. Yeah, we don't need that right now because we only have one ox. Hunting camp we've got. I'm actually not sure how we might get leather. I'm sure it's in here. I might just be missing it. Communal oven. That's something we will want once we start producing wheat. We'll eventually want to be able to make bread. Guess we're going to need a mill as well. There's a sheep farm. We'll have to import sheep via the livestock trader, it says. No, industry. I see. I saw this and I assumed this was smithing specific, but no, it's all industry. So the bloomery is for mining, for forging, I guess, refining, iron, a smithy, a clay furnace, a malt house. Hey, we can get some beer going on. A tannery. There we are. Workers will use hides to produce leather. So we definitely are going to want a tannery. And a weaver's workshop. And that's for producing yarn and linen from wool and flax, respectively. But I think building a tannery would be a good choice. But before that, maybe we should build our church. Seems like sort of a focal point of a community, especially in the Middle Ages. So let's see where we can build it. What does it need that it's not getting here? It needs a road connection, I think. Yeah, it says road access obstructed. Oh, we're lacking resources. Hey, what does the church require? Oh, it needs 20 planks? Is that what that is? Yeah, okay, so we have timber, but we have to refine it into planks before I can build our church. Now, how do we build planks? Or how do we refine it to planks? Industry. What's it here? Logistics. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. There we are. A saw pit. Workers will transform timber into planks. Okay. Well, that's tough though, because then we're gonna need more workers to man our saw pit. We really need some more families here. Well, it seems to me that it would make sense to put our saw pit near our lumber camp, but also somewhere on a road for easy transport. So why don't we put our saw pit right here? And then let's expand our road to run like so. There we go. Nice. Makes sense, I think, to connect our logging camp to our road network and our saw pit along that route. And you know, while we're at it, I'm going to move this hitching post because I would like to put the church here. So let's move the hitching post right back here. Yeah. Or we could put it here, right on the end of the road. Yeah, let's do it there. Seems like a good spot for it. Yeah, we have one timber just hanging out here. Oh, that's what the oxen was doing. The ox was taking timber, I think, from our starting storage spot that we started the game with and moving it over to our storage, our logging camp, or maybe into our storehouse. I'm not quite clear. Anyway, it's all good. So our folks are going about their business here to build the whatever this is, lumber pit. Our poor ox is without a hitching post right now, but that will change. I think once this couple is done building the saw pit, then they'll go and do the hitching post. Yeah, there we go. Jorgen, his ox, took that last piece of lumber and are going to use it to build the saw pit. Or maybe not. Oh no, saw pit's already got the timber it needs. They're just going to bring it over here to the supply. Yeah, the timber supply, the logging camp. That's exactly what it is. So I guess that's where the timber is kept once it's logged, and then maybe they slowly move it over here. Oh no, actually the storehouse does not store timber at all. Only firewood. That makes sense. That makes sense. So all of our timber is stored here at the logging camp. And then presumably once we finish the saw pit, they'll start moving it to our saw pit. Oh, come on, weary travelers. Come to our village. Who are you? Are you a prospective villager? Can't select them.
If I have to spend another winter in Albert's barn, I'd like to freeze me balls off.
You don't have to spend a winter anywhere except here. Come join us. Come join us. Start a family. It'll be great. You need to work on this approval rating. Really need some more families here. No. I don't know if the wandering, travelers on the road will be the ones that will eventually join us here, or if a new family just kind of pops into our village. There we go. Saw pit's done. So, oh sure, of course we've got to assign a family. Right. Well, maybe we can take our family off of our storehouse for a little bit. Sure, let's do that. And let's instead assign them to the saw pit. What's this? Construction reserve. Reserve will never be used for crafting, so that enough raw resources are left for construction. Oh yeah, that sounds very practical and useful. Let's maintain a reserve of, I don't know, maybe 8 timber or something like that. That should allow us a reserve enough to build at least, you know, a couple of structures should we need to. So we'll get 6 planks. Actually, no, I'm sure we get more than 1 plank per log, so we'll find out. We'll find out. Ah, here we are. The former storage pit family, Gerhaz, what a name, is now sawing some planks. And it looks like they can be stored here, up to 50 planks. And 1 log at a time can be stored there. Okay, so it looks like 1 log is equal to 5 planks. So we're going to have to do that a few times before we have enough for our church. Yeah, we need 20 in total. Now, this is pretty slow paced, as you can probably tell. The game doesn't have to be this slow. It's entirely possible to hit the fast forward button down here and move things along a lot faster. But I really enjoy just vibing with my village here, watching my people go about their stuff. What's this? Something just popped up here. Generic storage full. Excess goods need to be moved to a storehouse. Otherwise, workers may stop production, and the overflowing storage is vulnerable to the weather or to weather damage. Now, where is that? Oh, it's the log storage that's full, maybe? Okay, well, it doesn't have to be full. If one of our family members were to come and saw it. But where is our... Oh, we can see, if we go people, they're all just waiting in their house. Why would that be? What am I missing here? Maybe it's something to do with my construction reserve. Let's just bring that back down to 0. Could you, perhaps do your job? Interesting. Well, maybe they'll change their mind sooner or later. Let's hope so, because we need those planks to build that church. I'm just checking all these other camps. No, we're okay. None of them are full. We've got a fair bit of space available in all of our buildings. It must just be this log storage that it seems to be. If I move away and then click this alert, it focuses on the saw pit, so it must be it. Don't understand though why our carpenters aren't sawing. They started off sawing quite happily, but well, maybe we need to assign a different family. Maybe the ones we assign just don't like being carpenters. I don't know. Okay, so this family, Jorg, Barbara, and Erhard, they are the ones that manage the ox. Let's just try adding a second family. And there we go. York's gonna head on over and start sawing, or Erhard, pardon me. That's a fine solution for now. Although I would like it if the other family we've assigned actually did something. Strange. Of course, now we have no family to do our moving of the ox. Our ox has a name, Andre. I didn't notice. So is Earhart gonna take the ox to get another log? So we're out of logs here. Carpenter waiting, it says. All our carpenters are waiting. Okay, let's reassign this family. I don't actually want to assign them to a workplace at all. I just want to unassign them. How do we unassign a specific family? Oh, no, Earhart, don't go home. Wait. No, Earhart, come back. There. I'll take him off. Oh, okay, now the Earhart's family is now our carpenters. And the family that was formerly our carpenters, these guys here, are now unassigned. I'm pretty sure. Okay. Kuntz is going to go guide an ox now. Presumably, we'll guide Andre here to transport a log to the saw pit. But will our carpenter family actually go and saw that log up is another question. I really don't quite understand why this particular building is requiring so much micromanagement. Maybe it's a bug, I don't know. Yeah, our carpenter family's not doing anything, you know. If we assign another family here. There you go. Now Kuntz is going back to the saw pit. Funny. It's almost like when the log storage fills, the game thinks that the generic storage here is full, and therefore the carpenters can't keep doing their job. It really seems that way, doesn't it? Says everyone's waiting. Well, it's too bad we have to micromanage it this way, but let's do that. And now, Earhart and his family are once again free to do what they do. It would be nice if they would transport a log, perhaps, to our saw pit. We're so close. We need just 5 more planks. This is a little bit aggravating. I wonder if this is a new bug. I'm not quite sure. But let's add our second family on here. No, wait, we don't actually want to add a second family. Sorry, that was my mistake. We want our unassigned family to go and transport a log for us. Yeah, these guys are unassigned, but they're still not doing anything. This is, we've got some lazy villagers here. We have unadvanced. We could assign livestock. Oh, is it happening? What's happening down here? Jorg, carpenter, waiting. God. Guiding an ox. There we go. Kuntz is gonna go do it. Yeah, there's something funny going on here. I don't think this is quite correct. But if we can get one more log over to the saw pit and get 5 more planks out of that log, then we ought to be able to construct our church. Will that improve our...
So fresh it's practically still mooing.
Will that improve our approval rating? I cannot say. It would really be nice to get some more people here. Yeah, it says here how many families this region can currently accommodate. To increase it, build or expand your burgage plots. Well, we'll see if the church helps. We could probably build a little section of road. Maybe we'll wait till we've built the church. I don't know if the well here will count as passable by road, but let's see. Okay, what are they doing? Oh, they're waiting because we don't have a log, but we're about to. There we go. Yeah, it keeps popping up with this generic storage full, but that's not true. That's not true. Our log storage is full, but that's okay. No, these carpenters appear to not care. But if we add... Yeah, there we go. Now that second family is coming to saw the log. Well, we can baby it here now, but hopefully we don't have this problem for, ever, indefinitely. Again, I'll remind you all, this is early access. These kinds of things happen. It could be that this bug was in the game last weekend when I played as well. I wouldn't have known because we didn't have a saw pit. There we are. We've now got 20 planks. So let's unassign both of our families from the saw pit, since they don't seem to be able to really figure it out anyway. We'll put one of them back on the storehouse, and the other can now build us a church, finally. So I thought here would be a nice place for the church, right here at the, sort of end of the... I'm just trying to figure out what makes sense for like the frontage on this church. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Let's do it like right there. I think that'll look good. It's a nice little spot for it. There we go. We used up all our planks, all our timber, some of our stone. We don't have any source of stone right now. We're just working off what we started the game with. However, there is... Oh, it's iron, where I thought I saw some stone somewhere. Berries. Stone. A rich stone deposit. This is a long way away, though. And some clay. Not sure how we're to, get our villagers over there and back in an efficient manner. I guess having more oxen would help to transport carts full of stone. Okay, so our wild animal deposit has reached its minimum of 10. That's our hunting limit. So perhaps our hunting cap will slow down for now. So somebody, presumably, is going to be in the process of transporting goods. Who's this? Earhart, guiding an ox. Oh, you know what I just realized? He's gonna have to go all the way around, I think. Let's see about building a road here. Oh, nice, we can actually get a road through here. That was entirely unplanned, but very fortuitous that it works out that way. Let's just build it to right here. And then bring that to here. Yeah. Build that. And then let's connect up our, yeah, like so. Lovely. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's any cost associated with building roads, not that I've noticed. So you can kind of just do them as you like. And on that note, maybe we should connect our farm here to our main road. Now we can't take it through our market. We could bring it out to the main road here. Or we could probably just kind of wind our way along here if we wanted. Yeah, that looks, oops. Let's try that. There, and then to the main road. Good. Well, things are starting to look a little tidy. Got a little road network developing here. This church will be the focal point of our community. And our poor wheat farmers are still out there tilling away. Still in the month of May. I don't know if they have to till the whole field before they can plant it. I don't know that we're going to get this field planted this season. Seems a little wasteful. Maybe I should have waited until a year too, but... So our church is very slowly getting worked on. This is going to be a long project, you guys, because check it out. We need 5 timber moved there. Or 5 timber, 20 planks. It looks like we can move 1 at a time, and 10 stone. None of the above have been transported except for 1 plank. That said, the stone is not far away. It's right there. And there's 9 planks in storage. Oh, look at that. York is transporting planks just by hand. So, Andres. Oh, and we're getting some planks from Friedland here too. Okay. It's happening. Slowly but surely, it's happening. Timber and planks are coming in. At some point, I would like to assign a family again to our woodcutter's lodge, but can't afford the family to do so just yet. So, we really need some more families. And I would love to be able to grow our population. We have some regional wealth. It would probably be great to get more oxen. I think we need to build a livestock trading post for that. Enables trading livestock with trade points and other settled regions. Don't quite know how that would work. If we would need a family to run the place, probably. But having a second ox could potentially speed things up, I guess. One plank at a time. Ah, the sun's rising. It's nice. That's very picturesque, isn't it? Little family building our church here, bit by bit. Yeah, it was the right choice to build it close to the storehouse, because that does help move this stuff here quite quickly. Relatively speaking. Our granary workers are not up to anything. They're all waiting. Okay. Well, let's reassign our granary workers to our Woodcutter's Lodge. Probably that's because our hunters are not hunting, if I had to guess. Well, they're selling meat, but they're not hunting because we're waiting for this animal population to regenerate, which I guess won't happen until next year, perhaps. I'm not sure on, what timeline the animals regenerate. But I guess it's important to leave a family assigned here so that they can keep. Yeah, here we go, Heinz. No game in range or hunting limit reached. So yeah, our hunter is not up to anything at the moment. Well, slowly moving along, getting the goods over to our church. We're actually over halfway, so that's not too bad. We're still in the month of May, and the field's coming along. This whole family out here. Earhart is the son. Kungunt. That's an unfortunate name for the wife. And Herman, the husband. The whole family out there. Laboring away in the field. Good old Andres the ox. Bringing in another log. Almost there for the planks, and then I think they'll be bringing this stone. And this will be 4 out of 5 timber. There it is. There's 18 out of 20 planks. We're close. We're close to beginning construction. We've almost got all the items in place. Now, there's other things we could build. I don't know how much help they would be, but I saw here there was a tavern. Fulfills 1 level of the entertainment requirement for the burgage plots. Like many of your citizens, it needs ale to function. Okay, well that's not so useful for us right now because we're not producing ale yet. We'll get there. But we'll need to build another farmhouse and a barley field, I think. And on that note, I wonder if we have anywhere around here that is decent for growing barley. Okay, so definitely not over here. So it's a good thing we put wheat and not barley over here. In fact, this whole area is kind of garbage for barley. Right here, where we built our town, would be the best place for barley. You can see there's a small patch where it grows well here, but it's not an option, unfortunately. Where else? Gosh, this whole area is just bad for barley. That's too bad. It would be nice to get some beer going, but maybe that's an industry we'll have to set up in a different region. Obviously, we are confined to the Nusslohe region right now, but at some point, we might expand into Selbitz. I think that will require some warfare, perhaps. Okay, what's this? Look, there's a little place down here. Oh, it's a destroyed windmill and remains of a granary out in the countryside here. Huh. Just trying to figure out if there's any other settlements being built up, but I guess not. I think the AI, they lay claim to a region, but I don't think they actually build anything there. So our village is the only one in the area, it would seem. Should we check in on our church? Oh, I just realized, look at this. It's a little buggy. Don't think it's supposed to look like that. Early access, early access. Okay, so we've got all our timber and all our planks. Now we're waiting on 5 more stone to be transported here. And that's what they're bringing from the storehouse right now, it would seem. One by one, carrying those backpacks. Just drops it down. What's that? Oh, someone moved a log there. I guess that's the unassigned family. Just ensuring everything is topped up as best as possible. Yeah, there's definitely a bug there with the saw pit right now. I'm pretty confident. That's our lumber stock, or log, timber stock, 13. Got plenty. As far as storage for, I've got 15 months of food. Oh my gosh. We definitely need more fuel. Well, I mean, we have 8 months of fuel. That's pretty good, but maybe we should just take our family off of the hunting camp and instead task them onto the woodcutter's lodge. Oh, would you look at that? All of our resources are in place. The construction on the church has begun. Let's watch it come together. Slowly but surely, the big support beams are going up. I guess maybe I should have rotated it so that the front was facing the road, but well, They're just gonna come in the side door, I guess. We might be able to... no, the granary's blocking the way. I was gonna say we might be able to connect this here, but... Oh well.
It's a veritable masterpiece of carpentry. Solid as a rock. That's why it's so heavy.
A veritable masterpiece of carpentry. I don't know if you could hear the
Get to brace the frame of the door.
idle lines of the villagers, but they have things they say as they work.
Straight. He thinks it is, or at least straight enough for this kind of work. Just give me a hammer and something, not move. We'll need to dig the foundations deeper for this one. Give me a hammer and something, not move.
It's coming along. Slow, but it's coming along. Yeah, I'm not sure about reassigning villagers from the hunting camp because if you look at the burgage plots, one of the amenities they require is food stall supply. And I worry that if we were to take this family off of here, then we would not have a peddler for this food stall anymore. And our people would be less happy. And that's not what we want. We want higher approval rating, not lower. A new family started moving in. Hello, new arrivals. Where are they? Where's the new family? Jacob, I guess, is the new family. It's just him. I'm pretty sure. So I don't think there's anybody in any of these yet. No. Okay, so I think Jacob must be our new guy. So just Jacob. Oh, okay, he's got a wife. I'll hate. And at some point, maybe they're gonna have a kid. Welcome. Welcome, Jacob and Elhate. I feel like we need to throw them a little party, you know? A welcoming party. Our first new settlers. It's so exciting. And to celebrate their arrival, it is now raining. Oh, we moved into June. Yeah, I think we might have missed the planting season. We're still out here hoeing the field. I don't think anything got planted. I don't know that they can plant in June. Yeah, I think this was probably a mistake trying to get this farm going in season 1, or the first year. Don't think that was the right move.
Splendid work on the roof, good sirs.
The church is coming together. Look at the steeples going up.
Who approved this construction plan? A blind man or a fool? Or perhaps a blind fool?
Love the sound of the rain when you're zoomed in like this too.
Give me a hammer and something, not move.
There it is. It's close now. Now they're putting up the fence all the way around. It's very nearly there. Good old Jorg. Like the sounds of all the carpentry when you're up close like this. Well, now that we've got our new family here, we should see about assigning them to a task. Perhaps they can be assigned to the church. I assume we're going to need some kind of person, I don't know, pastor, priest, I don't know what the correct terminology would be. There we go, construction finished. Oh, we can change our church bell sound. But yeah, let's assign a family. And I assume that will be... Oh, no, it actually assigned York, Barbara, and Earhart. Well, that's okay. They built the church, so that only seems right. Our new arrivals here are unassigned. Jacob, Elhate, and their son Conrad don't have a task. That's okay. They will be our new builders. And would you look at that? Now that the church is built, our approval rating has improved. Oh, it had nothing to do with the church though. Actually had to do with market food variety, giving us +2. Truth be told, I don't know where the market food variety came from, because we only have meat coming in, pretty sure. But I guess we do have the bread that we started with. Maybe that's getting distributed out to the people. Well, I do not know if it's really worth having this family still working the field. I suspect, well, maybe they'll still try and plant it. I don't know. I honestly don't know how any of that works. But yeah, I feel like planting your wheat field in June is not the way to do it. But we'll just let them do their thing. We'll see what happens. Let's see what the different church bell sound options are. Okay. I just got an achievement for that. That was nice. It's resonant. Hopefully that wasn't too loud for you. So, approval rating's going up. +3 for market food variety. Okay, alright. Well, let's see. Let's click on the food stall. It is supplying meat and bread. Okay, so that's it. People like the meat and the bread. That's fair. We now have church level satisfied. I presume at some point that will also... There it is. +1. Right there. Perfect. So now it's just the clothing. So let's see about getting some leather underway. Now we will need a family to do that, of course. But now that our approval rating is going up, maybe we'll get some more families coming in here. But we can at least construct the tannery. All it takes is 4 timber, so that's not too bad. Where can we put it? Let's see about putting it over here. Maybe over here. Just across the street from our new arrivals. Tanneries are kind of stinky, I think. I don't know if this one will be. I don't know if that's simulated. Or we could put it here. But we'll stick it over here for now. This is sort of our little industrial area. so to speak. They're appreciating the church. That's good. Yeah, our animals still don't regenerate. Now, it's possible to build a forger hut as well, but I don't think that's going to be useful because we don't have, it says here workers gather berries from nearby berry deposits, but we don't have any nearby berry deposits. As we were noticing earlier, our closest berry deposit is like 1 billion miles away. And if we were to build a forager camp over here, I do not think that would be an efficient way to acquire food. They'd have to walk all the way back just to bring berries. It doesn't seem like it's really worth it. Besides, we are still tapped out on families right now. But hey, word of our little settlement here in Nusslohe must be getting around because get our approval going up. I feel like we've just clear cut this whole forest. Oh, we can set a limited work area. Clear the work area. Assign dedicated livestock. Where is everybody here? I'm just curious where they're gathering wood from. What's this guy doing? Debranching a tree? Sure doesn't look like it. Same with Fritz. Oh no, transporting firewood. Firewood? Doesn't make any sense. These guys are the firewood folks. Who knows? Whatever's going on, we've got plenty of timber, so that's not an issue right now. Our approval rating continues to go up. We said we run out of bread though, because presumably it will then go down. Food variety is at 95%. Everyone has the fuel they need. And clothing is bad. So it would be good to get this tannery up and running. 2 more logs and it will get built. Well, what do you say we pop into that third person mode again and take a little wander around our expanded village? Oh, what do you think these guys are doing now? Still plowing, huh? God, I thought maybe they were done plowing. Guess not. Just plow forever. Oh, there we go. Plowing progress 98%. I see then sowing, then growth, then harvest. So they will try to sow next. I think that might be ill-fated. But we will just have to see. Maybe we'll get a partial harvest or some kind of, just poor harvest, but something, maybe. I really don't know how long wheat takes to grow. Probably more than 2 months, 3 months. But one thing we learned last time was that if we're going to jump on into the visit mode, we ought to save the game first. So let's do that. Okay, game is saved. And that's really crucial because the last time we were in visit mode, it tried to pop up a notification for us, and we couldn't interact with the notification, so everything just kind of broke. And I had to restart the game. So let's pop into visit mode now. Here we are. All our villagers. I wish there was a way to see the names of the villagers when you're down here in visit mode, because you know, you kind of start to get to know them. You recognize the names and what they're up to, and that's something I really like about this game. Actually, as I'm playing it, I'm realizing, yeah, you sort of start to gain the sun just peeking through the trees over there. You get to gain a familiarity with your villagers, you know. Oh, there's our beautiful church, lit by the warm of morning sunlight. All our villagers busy at work. You can hear them. This guy getting some water from the well. This is our granary. I love the lighting, especially at dawn and dusk. It's so atmospheric. Let's go check out our church. So as you may know, this game was, maybe still is, I don't know, the most wishlisted game on Steam, which is pretty remarkable. And on its first day of early access release, it peaked at over 150,000 concurrent players. That's unprecedented for a game of this sort, as far as I can tell. And I'm sure the developer is just thrilled. And it's really cool to see this game getting so much attention and success, because my understanding is the fellow has been working on this game for 7 years now. 7 years. And, you know, he's finally able to start reaping the fruits of his labor after all that time in grand fashion. You know, I'm sure this is successful beyond his wildest dreams. So here we are over at our woodcutter's camp. These folks are doing important work to ensure that our settlement is prepared for the winter time. Stacking up that firewood. Cozy little fire here. We can come watch some trees being felled. I'll remind you all again that this really is just a cosmetic mode. The visit mode that we're in here, you're not really meant to play the game from a functional standpoint this way. It's just a nice way to visit your village in a more up-close and personal manner. And it's considered very experimental right now, according to the tooltip. So if it looks like there's not much going on when we're in this mode, it's true. We're not able to do anything here. We're just here to observe. But it's immersive. It's nice. And I would like to see the developer expand on it,
as time goes on. But that's the nice thing about
early access is that it's a great opportunity to, have a dialogue between the players and the developer and see what the players are most excited about. Maybe add in some of those features. And of course, fix bugs and whatnot, add polish, finalize, planned features. Oh, so here's our tannery. Of course, it was finished. Big tree just came down over there. Now, I guess we don't have any family assigned to the tannery yet, but we could assign the new family that's living here in this house. Let's go check on our farmers. They should be sowing the seed now.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
This guy over here is selling firewood.
Well, perhaps it was simply a bad batch. These things do happen from time to time.
Keep your hearth warm and your home cozy.
This guy's selling bread
Step right up and sample.
and meat.
Don't be shy, good sirs and ladies.
I like that the actual, foods that we have available are reflected
He said. Impossible.
in
Don't be shy,
what's
good sirs and ladies.
hanging there. Also, I guess it's time for church.
Meat so
Church
tender,
bell
it practically melts in your mouth.
ringing
Come and
away.
see for yourself. Fireworks.
I don't see our villagers rushing to go to church, but I guess, the way the simulation works, they kind of have to keep doing their jobs. So they are, in fact, sowing the fields now, casting wheat seed all about. It's a big task for a family of 3, no doubt. And could be all for naught. We'll have to see. I'll feel bad if I'm making them do all this and there's no benefit, but, live and learn. It's only one way to find out, right? Only one way to know how it all works. Oh, I just saw a little plus sign floating up over there. I think we might have just had a new family move in.
Poor quality, he said. Impossible.
Well, let's pop out of our visit mode and let's see what's going on here. Family member. Oh yeah, wait. Was that just now? Oh no, that was a while ago. Not sure. Oh, maybe we had... Yeah, we totally... Yes. There's a new family here. Right here. Albrecht, Grethlin, and a Nickel have just moved in. If you look here, you'll see we now have 8 families. Well, that's great. We can assign a family to the tannery now. And that will help us meet our clothing stall supply needs. Should do, anyway. So, Jacob, Alhate, and Conrad, which was not the most recent family to move in, but the one just before that, looks like they are going to be our
Come on, come along.
leather workers. So they're the ones here, which is great. They work right across the road from where they live. That's one of the things that the game encourages you to do, is try to assign your workers based on proximity, right? So that the workers are working close to where they're living. guess that helps with efficiency. How comes our seeding? Okay, sowing progress 86%, almost fully sown. Crop growth 3%. Not so good. Not so good. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we get anything out of this field. I surely hope we do, but I'm not holding my breath. Our tanners are at work here. This is Jacob, the husband, is working on tanning the leather while his wife, Alhate, brings the hides over from our storehouse, where they are currently being kept. We've got lots of hides here, so that should give us a nice steady supply of leather for the tannery, or hides for the tannery. And then the leather coming out of there should be suitable for establishing a clothing stall supply in the marketplace. Presumably, one of the family members from the tannery will... Oh, actually, they've already opened a market stall. Look at that. Or they will be very soon, anyhow. Because they've already got 2 leather crafted. Here they are. Look at that. It's Conrad the son. He's coming over to build a market stall. Who's this? Herman the farmer. That must mean they've finished sowing their fields. 100%. Now we just wait for our crops to grow. 4%. Excruciatingly slow. Oh, we can force an early harvest. Ignore harvesting season and harvest immediately. Minimum crop growth for any kind of harvest is 15%. Oh, well, I bet we'll reach 15% by the time September rolls around. Oh, in fact, if we look up here, it says estimated resources produced 0 at the moment, and we have 54 days left till harvest. Well, we're in July. August is going to be 31 days, right? And then some amount of July left. I think we might get a full yield. Or some kind of yield anyway. Yeah, I bet we will. And if it's getting too late in the year and they're not harvesting, I wonder if we can force the harvest. That might only be if we want it harvested in the summertime. If we had planted very early, perhaps we could get an earlier harvest out of it. But that's clearly not the case right now. We're going to have a late harvest, if anything. I wonder if at some point they will just say, okay, we have to harvest, and they'll just do it. Like, I wonder if you can try and push the harvest later. You know, like running the risk of having it get damaged or spoiled or whatever, but try and push it a little later into the season to maximize your harvest when you've got a late start like this. And look, our little wheat plants are starting to sprout. Just barely popping up. I'm excited for our wheat harvest. I'm not sure why it still says yield 0. That's concerning to me, but they're growing. And we now have a clothing stall. Slowly but surely, being supplied with leather from our tanners. That's awesome. So it looks like Jacob, the husband, does the leather working, the tanning. Alhate, the wife, transports the leather or the hides from storage to our tannery. And then Conrad, the son, transports the finished leather from the tannery to the market stall and sells them. Oh, maybe I lied. Alhate is actually here selling
You'll not find finer wares anywhere else.
leather right now. So maybe Conrad's doing the transporting on both ends. The hides to the tannery and the leather from the tannery to the clothing stall. And then slowly, over time, our houses will start being supplied with their leather needs. In fact, it's already happening. Look at that. This burgage plot is fully supplied with all necessary amenities and market supplies. These folks must be very happy. They've also been armed. Both the male members of this household have spears, so we could rally them as militia should we need to. Over here, the same story, fully supplied. And here, this burgage plot does not yet have adequate leather access, but I think they will soon as our market stall starts to fill with leathers and they can be distributed around our settlement. But it's the closest residences that get their needs fulfilled first, closest to the market. Oh, and after a lovely day, here come the rains. Well, perhaps the rains will help our wheat grow faster. We can only hope. "45 days remaining. It's about a month and a half. 7% crop growth. I have to stop looking at it. We just have to. It'll be what it'll be. We just have to accept that. Love it when the rain comes down. It's very soothing. Well, my friends, we've made some good progress today. We built ourselves a church, and to do that, first we had to spend a bit of time micromanaging our saw pit, which still doesn't seem to be working quite right, but perhaps by the next time I play this, it'll have been patched, or the next time we play this here together in a video. We've got our farm up and running. There's wheat growing. Whether it will be ready in time for harvest, uncertain, but I think it will. I choose to be optimistic. I feel like there's a good chance that we'll get at least something out of that wheat field. And that will help us maintain our food variety, which, as we've seen, is very important for our approval rating. Market food variety giving us +5 approval along with our church level, and clothing market supply slowly making its way there as our tanners do their work. And of course, we had 2 new families move in today. now got 8 families living in our little hamlet of Nusslohe. And all our people seem quite happy. So hopefully that will bring on some more folks to join us. Get more people moving in. That would be great. We are well stocked for the future. We've got 14 months of fuel, 12 months of food. Our woodcutters have been doing some good work over there. Our hunters, of course. Oh, actually, Heinz is maybe back at hunting now, getting resources. So they are slowly, hunting this population and just keeping it at that sustainable level by the looks of it. That's great. That's great. What a cozy little place we've got here. And a cozy little game. Now, as I've said, I think you could play this a fair bit more intensely if you wanted. We could definitely speed things up if we so desired, but I like what we've got going on here. I like taking the time to zoom right down and enjoy the atmosphere, the immersive perspectives, and just watching what all our little villagers are up to. You know, it's nice. It's cozy. Well, dear friends, I hope you enjoyed our continuing exploration of Manor Lords. I am surely loving every moment of this. As I've said before, I just love how it allows you to play in this relaxed fashion where you can appreciate the beautiful graphics, the gorgeous soundscapes, and the incredible atmosphere of the game. Makes for an excellent ASMR game, in my opinion. And like I said, many of you seem to have agreed. Lots of you said you enjoyed the last video, and I hope you enjoyed this one too. Once again, if you would like to check this game out for yourself, I'll put a link down in the video description. I don't make any commission on purchases through that link or anything, and nor am I getting paid to shill for this game. I just think it's really nice and figure you might like it. So that link is down there, and I believe it's 25% off for the next 2 weeks or so. So might be a great time to grab it. Despite being in early access and clearly having a few bugs here and there, it's already very playable and quite enjoyable. So highly, highly recommended. And feel free to let me know once again down in the comments if you're continuing to enjoy our playthrough here, and if you would like to see more of Nusslohe and the lives of its residents in future videos, because I certainly would be happy to do so. Once again, thank you so much for watching, friends. I hope you found this interesting and above all relaxing, and I look very forward to having you back here next time. Farewell for now. Now, as you may know, it is thanks to the extremely kind and generous support of these amazing people that you see listed here in front of you that I can keep creating the kind of content that I love the most, that I think is going to be the most enjoyable and tingly for all of you. And those fine individuals are showing their support by signing up for my YouTube memberships and my Patreon. And not only do they get the satisfaction of kindly supporting what I do here, but they also get some fun perks while they're at it, including early access to my weekend videos, voting in a monthly poll to select the topic of a video each month on the channel, and at the highest tier, the Fusro tier, well, those awesome folks, they get their names read out in a special spoken shout out in every single video. And it is my great honor to read to you their names right now, starting with Smitty, Bruce Buchner, Ragnar Ragnarsson, Drummer Britt, Jake Luffney, K Time, Odinson, and Rango Steele. I'm so genuinely thankful for all of the people that you see here. It means so much to me that they believe in what I do here and enjoy it so much that they want to contribute and support on my Patreon and YouTube memberships. And if you, dear viewer or listener, would like to gain some of these fun perks and would perhaps like to support this channel as well, please consider checking out the links down below in the video description. You get the same perks on both platforms, so it's whatever you prefer, and I'm sure you can find a tier there that is right for you. Once again, a big old shout out and thank you to this channel's amazing supporters.